Oh yeah, I got the Peak rucksack. Got my tent attached to it. Here's all the gear that I'm hoping to bring, or the things I need to bring on, well, it's a 2 or 3 night, but this could very well just be for 1 night. And there's very specific reasons why I need all these things. It's kind of a lot. Seems like a lot, but when you consider what each thing is for, and not having it would be a disaster. It'd be terrible, mostly. I don't know if I'm going to bring every single one of these things, but imagine a 2 or 3 or possibly 4 day, 3 night through hike, and you have to bring everything you need on foot. So I could be going to a super remote location and have to hike and go through wilderness, and then I have to work 8 or 10, 12 hours, bed down, set up camp, go somewhere, find a spot in the wilderness, literally just off the land, whatever I have on me. And there might not be any stores nearby, and then I have to, go to work. I have to be able to clean up, have my stuff, everything I need, and also whatever you might need to be out in the wilderness. So half of the time at work, half of the time you have to be self-sufficient. This is not including my food. My food is not on here, and whatever I'll be wearing, and I have a hip belt, or a hip pouch. But anyway, all these things, just kind of a quick overview. My lights being kind of buggy. Got this, the pack cover, which is like gray now. This is my big black main cover I've always used. That's pretty impenetrable. Keeps everything dry. I could wrap everything up in that at nighttime in my tent. Got the EcoPro. It's like a 50-degree bag, but it's, well, maybe 40 even. You can get by with that if you have socks on. And then a small blanket to supplement it, and you could use this as a big shemagh also. I love this thing. Some lint on there. OCD, whatever. I got my raincoat, Columbia. So already it's like, each thing, do you really need it? Well, kind of, yeah, absolutely. This is bare minimal. And it could get cold too. So add to this the tent and the thermarest mat, and possibly the ranger mat, because there's a lot of thorns and jagged rocks where I'll have to sleep. Under this is a ultra lightweight trail pack, day pack. It's like a 35 or 40 liter, but it's just one compartment with a zipper pouch. It's super lightweight, extremely simple. There's a strap I connected here on this side. There's one row of webbing, but it's just a dump bag. I could put anything I want in there, and it stuffs real small. I usually just have that with me as auxiliary bag, and you could put almost your whole kit in that bag if you had to, and then grab a few other things and carry them separately. Emergency bivy, which is a super thick reinforced contractor bag, and that's it's not heavy though. It's really not that heavy. I have to have that, like, if I'm somewhere, I could be staying by a beach where it's okay to sleep at the beach, or a property. There's been a private property and they have their own beach, and they have a fire, like, we're having a few beers, and it's like, oh, I just want to lay down. Well, throw the mat down, get in your sleeping bag, pull that out. Or if you have to, you might have to sometime, and you wake up 80-90% humidity in the morning with the morning dew, everything gets soaked. So, and if it's going to rain and I have to sleep somewhere just under my poncho or under a tarp or a piece of plastic, this is keeping me dry and warm and alive. Not having this is a huge mistake. Each and every one of these items would be a big mistake. I mean, I could get away with not having that, but at the end of the day, it comes in such handy. It's kind of indispensable. I have my It's a military style poncho, but it's sill nylon ripstop. It's lightweight, super lightweight, has grommets. You could tie it up, make shelter out of it if you had to, but that's always with my rain protection stuff. You can see how I started with the sleep gear, dump bag, covering and protection. Same thing, and then a medium decent size umbrella, which, yeah, of course it adds weight. It might be silly to think about trail hiking with that, but trust me, without that, there's no way I'm getting stuck in this rain. I got soaked too many times to not have that on a daily commuter basis. So this is like commuting to work combined with trail hiking, combined with overnighter, you know, in the woods, wilderness. My heavy work gloves, I have to have these. I deal with thorns and bushes a lot of times, and heavy machinery and equipment that, like, you have to have these. And these are for winter also, but for summer, it's going to protect you. You have to have them. This is my actual shamag, and it's like this pastel beach colors, but I don't care because it's so valuable and I got it. I don't have one right now, and I picked that one up for free somewhere. I use it constantly, all the time. I'm not going anywhere without this on me, ever, anywhere, always. I mean, everything doesn't have to be camo. I literally don't care. I'm a gypsy. There you go. So I got this kind of like camo tarp. Yeah, that's a tarp. No, bandana. And I put some bleach on it to kind of make some different, I don't know. It looks different than normal. I got my coffee there. Then another bandana, general purpose strap, rechargeable flashlight with a 1650 or whatever battery. I forgot what they're called. My rechargeable bike light. Absolutely need. A decent, pretty comprehensive first aid kit, but very modest, but extremely effective. What I have in here, I'm not going to go through that whole thing. My camo, this is almost like a woobie kind of, but it's like a windbreaker-ish material. It's for hunting, so it's lightweight, breathable, but it's like can keep you warm. I got my fleece. I think it's a Columbia or something. I don't remember. My main two like water canteen containers that I take when I'm traveling. Each of those is a liter. It's for Pedialyte, baby nutrition stuff, and they're super heavy duty and durable. Then I have this is my toilet paper bag, so I'll keep toilet paper in there only. And then I have bags in there, so maybe like a heavy duty Ziploc bag, and always a bunch of like shopping bags. So if you do have to go, I have a little trowel, you know, if you're camping. And then anything else, like just some bits of paper that I don't know, anything you want to put in a bag, you might have to throw in a bag as a garbage bag. Just imagine it as a portable bathroom garbage. Having those, super important. Then this is another random like ditty bag, kind of like stow bag. Extremely important stuff in there. Then I got my bushcraft gloves. Can also use those for work, utility, other type work that, you know, you need more articulation instead of just the heavy, like beefy gloves to manhandle things. Got my folding saw. Got my bushcraft knife with my sheath that I made. Made a duct tape sheath. Solid tang. This thing has been through everything with me. And I got my mini machete with just a temporary, another like cardboard and tape sheath that I made, and I drew the blade on there so you could see where it goes. And I think it's also kind of intimidating when it's in there, when you just see it, because you see the handle, then you see like the shape of the blade. That's a big damn blade, dude. So that'll get you through a lot. I can chop up the ground, break up vines and stuff under me if I have to. And I got my other, well, that's another sheath I made. Actually a really good one. It fits the shape of this knife, and that's my main bushcraft carving knife, buck knife. It's indispensable. Can't go without it. Sunglasses, have to have them for work and for the sun. My air pump. That little bamboo mat is for my phone. Too many times my phone gets damaged, or it has to go on a super rough surface. There's moisture. It's dirty. I'm working construction. Gotta have it. It's actually a sushi mat, but that unrolls and you can throw your phone on it. When you're charging it, whatever. It's super light. That comb, I gotta have it because I get skin reactions and I get itching episodes, so I scratch with that. Don't use your fingernails. And that's what this is for too. I don't brush my hair with that. So that's a softer thing and that's a harder thing. I always keep it with me. Incense, gotta have it. Keeps the bugs away. There's other uses for it. My lighter, that is just a backup lighter at the moment, but it's also good for obviously starting fires. Then I got some chopsticks, because these are always going to be on me with no matter what. This goes in like I categorize my things as like frequency of use, how frequently I use them. And those I don't ever use frequently, but it needs to be frequent and easy access. If there's ever a time I don't have a fork or a spoon, I always have those. You don't understand how many times there's been like a ramen noodle or soup thing, or here you could make this, or here's a bowl of this. I don't have anything. I'd rather use that than eat with my hands, and I never ever have to eat with my hands. I can eat any food I need to with that. Then, like I said, I have an itching thing. Like I have a skin condition where because I'm allergic to a million things, it gets real bad. So I gotta have that. Then ibuprofen. That's supplemental to, I have first aid, then I have care items. But that's like everyday taking. A general purpose strap with a hook on it that I could use to hang my bag to something or a tree, which happens so many times. That's why I have it. And a ratchet. It's actually a double custom adjustable ratchet that I made. I made both toggles, and so I got some papers in there that's important, things I need to know, like immediately. I have 4 lengths of paracord. Those are like auxiliary. Too many times I needed 1 or 2 pieces of paracord, or just something to tie something. I use it so often, then I have to use 1 more, and then I'm out, and I can't tie up 1 more thing, and it always happens. So I keep those. Then I don't have a multi-tool right now, so I keep that. Then my Sharpie, tweezers, nail clippers, my cell phone stand, because when I'm working and doing other stuff, I got to be able to like type on my phone and have it upright. System bus map, a hard surface. I use that a lot for writing. I can put it on the ground in the tent, put my phone on it, so it's not getting all janky. Got my water bladder, and then this is the bag for the water bladder, but I usually use that as a tiny backpack. I throw my other phone, my battery in there, my wallet, my keys, and it's like most valuable things that don't leave my body. So you can put that in there and then use this other extra little pocket for something, other little gear, and then attach it to the rucksack. But I'll probably stuff that and the other dump bag in the backpack if I don't use the dump bag, and just carry it separately with extra gear, which I do sometimes. Then I got my chargers, my phone, my batteries. I got about 40,000 milliamps I can carry around. Actually like 50,000, which it's still not enough for what I do. This is my toiletries bag and care items. I can go through that later and make another video. And this is like to wash up. You put that down. It's a thin tablecloth type thing, super lightweight. Those ones that get super damaged real easy. You throw that in the ground. You could fold it in half or whatever. This is to stand on and to clean your feet afterwards. Washcloth, and I have a camp towel in here in its own little bag, lightweight, and has a strap on it. Yeah, other bag. My socks. I have 2 pairs of socks in there. A pair of dirty socks right now and a pair of dirty boxers. Supposed to have an extra pair of boxers in there, so there'll be 2 extra. The ones I have on, 3 extra pair of socks. And like I said, the first aid kit, and that's all the stuff. That's basically it. My hat. Oh, and my full-size like foam pillow, which does compress really nicely. And I have this actual, it's like a messenger bag, and it kind of compresses really small. And yeah, it's right there. But I absolutely need that. I have neck and back problems, and in the morning I have to put that under my back, stuff like that. So I have to sleep on that. It's kind of weird, but that's the way it is. When it's folded up, it takes up about the space of like this and this. It compacts really small, and then I could just, you know, over here I have, right now, I threw, the ground sheet is in that side compartment, tent poles, tent attached to the bottom. So boom, pull the tent off, throw the ground sheet down, pull the poles out. That's set up. Thermarest is going to be on top. Pull that off, throw it in the tent. After that, you know, boom, throw the sleeping bag, throw the pillow. All this other crap will be inside the bag. So see how much of this I can fit in there. What I want to fit in there, what I might want to reconsider or carry separately. So, yep, there you go.